Good morning from the Wigglian compound or temple or whatever you want to call it. This morning, before I've done any chores, I haven't even had my coffee. But I wanted to read to you something I wrote this morning about yesterday and last night for me. And then perhaps we can talk about it. And it's just to let you know that I don't have it all together. I don't. I wish I did. Anyway, the three fears. As you may or may not know, there are three major fears that stop us from fulfilling our dreams and goals. The three are the fear of abandonment, the fear of being different, and the fear of being alone. We all have them to a certain degree, and we all suffer from having them. The fears ebb and flow, like many feelings. It finally dawned on me this morning what I'm fearing during this pandemic. It hit me yesterday, and it kept me awake for most of the night. I'm afraid of dying alone. Alone. That is the key word. I'm not afraid of dying per se. I've always just thought that I would die surrounded by my loved ones. I would have brittle bones and white gray hair. My great grandchildren would be there. In my head, I always thought I would die of old age peacefully and with a room filled with love. And I hope I still do. This pandemic, this COVID-19, this coronavirus, this thing had me almost paralyzed for all of yesterday. Sure, I got things done and even counseled someone else through a situational crisis. I couldn't get out of mine. All night I had nightmares of machines blaring and people around me running and shouting. A whole bunch of chaos. At least I assume they were people behind the protective gear they need to wear in COVID-19 units. You've seen them. You can't even see their eyes through the glare of the face shield. You can't even see how scared they are trying to save all these lives. I dreamed about my sister driving a bus to get essential workers to work. She has asthma and I worry. I worry too about my sister-in-law who crosses from Canada to USA every day to be the amazing nurse that she is. Yesterday, the news showed a protest about the virus. It was a bunch of Trump supporting people who are tired of staying home. They want to get back to work. They want to be able to get their hair done. They are tired of self-isolating. They think this is tyranny. I want this all to end too, but I don't want to die alone, and I don't want any of my friends or family to have to endure this torture either. I went to sleep scared, but somehow I sorted that out, and I'm ready to be able again. Sure, I am raw, but I'm ready. And that's what I wrote, and that's what I'm going to publish today. I'm going to tweak it up a little bit and make it a little bit, I made a few spelling errors and I have to add a couple sentences. But those are my three fears, or those are what I'm fearing right now. Right now, I fear that someone that I love will have to die alone. And so that basically I'm just begging, pleading that everybody just, if you can, just stay home. I know there's workers out there, and I know there are people that have to work. My husband is one of them. He has to work. And I worry about him working with a whole bunch of people that may or may not be taking precautions. But again, what is worry going to get me? Where's worry going to, does it ever do any good? So we look to the ways that we can connect by phone calls or letters or doing podcasts or vlogs or live chats or whatever, just something to connect, something to show we're human, to show that we realize that we're all in this together. And I'm pretty lucky, pretty damn lucky. I saw something on Facebook. Oh, freaking Facebook. One of my Facebook friends who I've only met once, she showed pictures last night and somebody had hit her. multiple times. And she can't get away from that person because you're in self-isolation, you're quarantined. And then I'm with somebody who cares for me and loves me and holds me when I'm scared. And who understands and who tells me it's okay to be scared. And I have a peaceful home. It's so gentle and quiet. I have lots of food. I live in a country that is doing, the government's doing its best. I am so blessed. And yet I had those fears last night. I was so scared. It was, like I said, it was paralyzing. And I said to my husband, I said, what good am I to try and help people through this when I'm afraid? And you can guess what he probably said. Everybody gets afraid. It's how we respond to negative or scary events. How we can respond is stay home, stay isolated. If you want to see your family and your loved ones, most of them, all of them, then we have to do this for now. We have to come together. We have to support each other in this. We have to. This is the only way that mankind's going to go forward. We're never getting back to normal. So just relieve yourself of that illusion. We're not getting back to normal. It was a system that wasn't working, and the proof is in the pudding. We are not doing as well as we could as a society. We're doing pretty darn good in Canada. I'm blessed. Like I said, I'm blessed, and we're doing pretty good here. Pretty good. There are a lot of vulnerable people that are not being taken care of, but we're doing pretty good. We're doing better than a lot of countries. We have to self-isolate and live and be happy in our messy homes and be okay with that, and realize that sometimes your friends are going to come over, like right now, and your house is going to be a mess. Does it matter? It doesn't matter anymore, does it? Those things don't matter. As a society, we're coming together and we're realizing what actually matters, and that's a roof over our head, food in our stomachs, and connection. I believe it's on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the pyramid. I don't have it handy, and it's been a long time since psychology, but I bet all those things are on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know what I bet is not on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs? I can almost guarantee you getting your hair frosted or highlighted or your color done is not it. And sorry, getting your eyelashes are not it. That is fun. It is beautiful. It is a great time. But it is not something that needs to happen right now. Shave your head if you hate it. Does it matter? It does not matter. Those things, they are perks. They are nice things to have. Getting your hair done, having your eyelashes done, having your lips plumped, all those things. They're fun. I'm not saying you shouldn't have them. You should absolutely have them. But not in a pandemic. It's not necessary. It's not one of the things that matter, is it? It's connecting to the loved ones. It's connecting to the people in our lives that matter. I cannot wait to hug the people in my life. Hope I'm really close. I hope we're all still here when this is done. And we will be if we self-isolate and flatten the curve and do all the things that the health professionals are telling us. Stay at home, self-isolate, stay healthy, keep your family healthy. It's all about the love. I love you. I'll be back here soon. And hopefully one of these days we're going to talk about something sweeter, nicer, more gentle. But for now, these are the things that we talk about. And today I'll tell you I love you and I want to see you when we're done.